Hi, welcome in to Love Goddess Tarot. My name is Maureen and I'm so happy you're here today. I am a full-time astrologer and tarot reader, and I offer many things here at Love Goddess Tarot in addition to these beautiful pick-a-card love readings like we have today. If you're interested in diving deeper, interested in connecting with your soulmate, I have several offers listed below in the description box, so check those out. Let's get started. Today's pick-a-card love reading is going to focus on messages about what's coming next in love, and you have 4 choices today. I'm using the illuminated tarot deck for those of you that love these illustrations and would like to work with it. Group 1, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Group 2, you have the Chariot. Group 3, you have the Lovers. And group 4, you have the Sun. So take a moment, see which energy is calling to you today. Trust your intuition above all else. The timestamps will be below. Let's get started. Hi, welcome in. Let's get started on your reading today. Today's pick-a-card love reading is going to focus on what's coming next in love. And you chose the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is about movement. It's about change, shifts, positivity, good things coming. The 4 fixed signs are featured, which are Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. You can see them in there. And, you know, sometimes it's interesting because the wheel, we're all on it, right? We're all on this fated sort of course with life. And sometimes we're in the sun when the wheel is up towards the sun and we're up here. And sometimes we feel like we're down in the mud or things are tough. And it's always moving and changing. You know, sometimes it feels like more people spend more time up here than we do. And we're like, hey, why do they have all that good fortune? But anyway, it's their path. But this shows to me, this says to me that you're ready for some sort of change because you were drawn to this. You were drawn to the 10, and 10s are about completion. You were drawn to the idea of movement and change. So intuitively, you're really feeling like some sort of change is coming when it comes to your love life, right? So I'm going to start with the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. Just to get an overview of your energy and where we're headed in terms of your love life or kind of the major themes. So let's see what comes through for you today. Okay, so you have the message of friendship. Beautiful. I like those 2 arrows crossing. It's like your paths are I was just talking in the intro about soulmates. Oh, I have goosebumps because I just launched a new soulmate course, a guide to connecting with your soulmate, and you might be interested in that. So I'll talk more about that later, but you got the soulmate card. And isn't it interesting? You got the crossing here, right? Your paths crossing. This is a card of fate. And look at that, the 2 hearts interlocking arrows, interlocking hearts. Friendship, soulmate. Ooh, I love it. I'm excited. It's going to be a goodie. Ooh, okay, so release. Now, I didn't see that coming. That's interesting. That's interesting, too, because, like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's always moving, right? And so sometimes to move on from something and to connect with the new, there's something that has to be released. We'll explore these themes with the tarot. Let's see. What we have for friendship here. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. Beautiful, stability, happy, family, solid structure. And guess what? Another 10. Now, when we first started, I said that the 10 meant that you were ready for change. 10 is a sign of completion. There is a connection here now with the idea of release, because there's a need for you to release something in your life in order to connect with this soulmate energy. Okay, wow, so you have a big change coming up. Okay, Four of Pentacles, interesting. Well, we're seeing a pattern now. We've got Two Pentacles. The Four is, I love this illustration, because see how the Queen is like hiding behind the gate, okay? There's 1, 2, 3. She's the fourth pentacle there. The Four of Pentacles is about stability. It's about fear sometimes, holding on to things that you've like sort of relied on. Well, actually, she's not the fourth. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. She's just in the other hole there. But the Four of Pentacles is about stability. It's about, you know, sometimes, like I said, fear. It's like you want to hold on to what you have because you're afraid if you let it go, you won't get anything else. So I feel like there's some connection here, or some fear that you have, possibly around security, family, money, that is holding you back from soulmate connection. Now, we could definitely explore this in the in a soulmate reading, which I do, a personal soulmate reading, and also my new soulmate guide might really help you figure out what that block is or how to release and attract. But yeah, when we're looking at Pentacles, it's about stability and security. Okay, it also connects to Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, to things you can touch, feel, and hold. Money, material things, security. So those are the issues that are coming up when it comes to you connecting with your soulmate and this shift that's coming up. Oh boy, yep, gotta make a choice. Hangman. All right. This is a message of pause, of waiting, but also look, choice, decision. It's a 2. You have a big decision coming up. It feels like the connection to your soulmate has been delayed because of this fear or because of some family thing. So what I see coming up next in love is a shift and change for you, a release of a fear of material security, maybe, and you having to make this choice. Let's get some more on this. What do we have here for that 10? Oh, 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is like a defensiveness. It's protection. Ooh, Jack of Wands. Okay, so we're looking at fire sign energy, which is interesting. When the friendship message came through on the Sacred Oracle deck, for me, when I see arrows, I do think of fire signs and I think of Sag. And now you have 2 fire sign energies coming through. Interesting. Okay, let's pull one more. Ooh, Justice. Look at this. 2 major arcana to end it. You've got Wheel of Fortune, Hangman, Justice, Balance. Libra energy. Okay, let's see. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, 3 of Swords. Ace of Swords under that. So, what I'm going to ask you, is there a past connection? Maybe some of you are divorced, maybe a past relationship or some sort of betrayal, maybe even a betrayal of a friend. Wow, This is about healing from some sort of conflict, a third-party situation. What I feel like is coming is you releasing that and you healing from whatever that represents for you. Obviously, this is a general reading, so it's going to be different for different people. But justice shows that there will be justice, that the scales are being righted, that what you truly deserve is what you are going to get. There is some sort of release, though, that has to happen, and it's maybe a release of holding on to this pain or this hurt, or it could be a release of the actual relationship that maybe you've been protecting, because maybe there's a fear of like, I can't let go of this because I've depended on it for so long. But you're going to have some sort of opportunity, an offer coming through. Could be from a fire sign. Soulmate energy is coming in the form of the Jack of Clubs here. So this shows me that you do have this beautiful connection coming in that's going to be exciting, that's going to be fun, that's going to be adventurous. It's going to be a lot of, energy. And it's like the waiting is over. It's time to release whatever this represents for you. You have clarity coming. Ace of Swords upright. This is also the biggest I would say it's the biggest indicator. This and the Wheel of Fortune go together really well, because this is about a big shift is coming. Not only is it about clarity, swords are about clarity. So we have two swords sort of ending it, which are about your mind. This is karma, this is Libra energy, this is clarity, this is justice. Yeah, I think you're getting clarity about a situation that has been you've been waiting a long time on. Maybe you've been protecting someone, or maybe you've been afraid of moving on from something, but it's like, I see you moving on from it. I see you getting clarity. That's where the shift's happening. It's in your mind. It's like, oh, okay, I don't have to defend this, or oh, okay, I don't have to be afraid of losing anything. I'm just going to gain something. You have soulmate energy coming in. So that's super exciting. Okay, let's get you a message from, I think, the Moonology. That's what I'm feeling for you. So let me get these out. Let me give these a quick shuffle. Haven't used these in a while. What do we have? What message do you need right now about this soulmate energy? Ooh, came right out. Wow, isn't that interesting? Hold your vision, fixed moon. Now, we started with, this was the card you were drawn to, which features all 4 fixed signs. And your final message is hold your vision, fixed moon. Fixed moons are Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. It's like, don't give up on your dreams. This soulmate energy is coming in. Even if there has been some sort of betrayal in the past, it's like time to release that. It's time to let that go. It's time to not defend someone or something that doesn't deserve being defended, because you have some sort of really beautiful, exciting invitation and opportunity coming in the form of this wand energy, which could be creative. It could be an entrepreneurial thing. It could be someone who has a lot of fire in their chart, or a lot of passion. Some sort of travel is connected to this. But in order for this to all come together, there is that message of release. So the release feels connected to a hurt, a betrayal, a third-party situation. Okay? So that's your reading, but if you want to go deeper and you want to find out more about your soulmate, I mean, if anyone should, it's you. You have the soulmate card. I do a personal soulmate reading where I will tell you about your soulmate and give you important information about them clarity of details about your connection. The link is below. It takes about a week. I video record it just like this, and you can watch it right here. And I'm also offering and launching this week a very special soulmate guide where it includes a video where I teach you my system using tarot, astrology, and crystals to connect with your soulmate through releasing blocks. I mean, literally, I think this is for you. Identifying blocks, releasing those blocks, helping you release them, and attracting the soulmate. So I use those 3 tools together, and I teach you how to do that. It really helps you understand your intuition, connect with the messages of your soul about your soulmate, and get you aligned so you can connect with that person. It also includes a 30-day guide where I give you prompts, step-by-step prompts and daily exercises that you will do. And at the end of the 30 days, you're going to be very much connected to the messages of your soulmate. So all of that is very exciting. It's linked below. Go ahead and check all of that out. In the meantime, hold your vision. Don't give up on your dreams. Your dreams are very valid. And I feel that with justice coming through upright, the shift and change is coming, that you are going to get those rewarded for all the good karma that you have earned so far in your life, okay? The scales of justice are going to be balanced. That is your reading. Wow, what a beautiful one. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will talk to you very soon. Take care. Hi, I'm excited to do your reading. You were drawn to the Chariot card today. So what that tells me is that there is either a decision that you are going to be making soon, or kind of a take charge moment in your life, something that could cause you to movement physically, moving possibly, but also some sort of trip or some sort of spiritual journey. There's something about you taking control of your life, and that's part of whatever's coming next in love for you. I love the duality here of the 2 horses. So it's almost like there's 2 opposing things going on in your life, or will be, and you're going to have to kind of take charge of these 2 and guide something forward, okay, when it comes to love. But let's get some direction here from the universe. I'm going to start with the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck, which is going to give me an idea of what sort of major kind of themes are going on for you. So let's see what comes up when it comes to this kind of victory almost, because it's like, I'm in charge. I'm doing this. I'm making this decision. Power. Oh my God. When I'm saying I'm in charge, I'm making this decision. Ooh, it feels powerful. Yeah, it's empowering when you make a choice, when you're in charge, when you're controlling like 2 different opposing things. Power is involved. Lucky and safe travel. Oh my gosh, safe travel. Wow. With the Chariot. North, south, east, west. Look at this. It's like which direction to go. You're deciding. You're deciding which direction. Now, some of you could be buying a new house or moving to a new area. You see that house in the background. Lucky. Wow. Okay. I would say that we are looking at themes of a move, a big change for you for the better, something that is going to empower you. Okay, I'm excited to pull cards and see where this is headed. This sounds like you are facing, like you're just like on the edge of something big. Okay, let's get some details about this power move you're making, this good luck that's coming, this move. Okay, 7 of Wands, interesting. This isn't a surprise. And ooh, that happened twice. Okay, so group number 1 chose the Wheel of Fortune, which is the 10 card. You chose the 7 card, and the first card up is the 7. So 7s are all about spiritual journeys, Ta-da! Travel, the Chariot. And so here we have, it's kind of interesting. It's like, it's something that I feel you're ready for. I feel like this is something that's been building. Okay, Nine of Swords, reversed, yeah. Making this choice, taking control of this situation is going to relieve you of a lot of anxiety. If you haven't been sleeping, you've been worrying about this choice that you have to make, or these dueling, these two different options, or the tug of war going on here, just know that you're going to have relief. You have a lucky break coming. Wow. You're making a choice, and that is going to empower you. All of this is connected to your love life in some way. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Look at that. The Queen of Wands. She is powerful. This is fire sign energy, Leo, Sag, Aries. You don't have to be a fire sign to be the Queen of Wands. I love the Queen of Wands. I like to think I'm the Queen of Wands a lot of times. We all feel different energies at different times in our life. The Queen of Wands is an entrepreneur. She's got a lot of passion. She's very protective. She's creative. She's powerful. I think she's like the power queen of the deck. This is about expressing yourself. This is about going for it. Maybe there's a Leo involved in this. Travels. Ooh, love. Love, love, love. Hidden love. Bubbling to the surface. Some sort of romantic gesture. There's your love energy coming through, and it is water sign energy, which means it's a very emotional connection. There's some sort of choice decision that you're going to be making, something that you've been worrying about. It actually ends up being, when you do make that choice, your lucky break. Okay, so if you have a move coming up, or if you're, thinking of traveling, or you have some sort of safe travels coming up, I feel like that is when you are moving yourself in the direction of this love. This is a love offer. This is someone who is very romantic. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This is someone who intuitively gets you. I feel like this is, this reading is saying, take a leap of faith. You're getting a lucky break. You might get an offer to go on a trip, or you might have, an opportunity to make a move in your life, and you have to sort of go for it. And the universe is saying, yeah, you should go for it. You have love coming as a result of whatever this means for you. Wow. Yeah, okay, so it's kind of interesting. I feel like there's a message of like the devil you know versus the devil you don't. I feel like there's some sort of hesitation, and your anxiety is coming because I feel like you're breaking free of, like, it could be like a toxic behavior, a toxic relationship, something that you felt is kind of holding on to you, but you are getting the power back. You're getting your queen energy back. Wow, Hangman upright. That's so interesting. The Hangman came through in number one's reading, but the other way. So this is a reversal. Okay, the Hangman should be this way because he's upside down. So when he's this way, this is saying time to make a decision. This is something that's been coming for a while. Remember I said, I don't think it's a shock. I feel like it's something you've known about. I feel like it's given you some anxiety, whatever this choice is. But it's like the universe is saying, time's up. Don't hesitate. Make that choice. You have a lucky break coming. Take it. Break free. Safe travels. You're lucky. You're going to go for it. And when you do that, when you trust yourself and your power, you're connecting with your soulmate energy. Yeah, be smart. Look at that. You have like double queen energy. So you could have another female who's helping you in terms of this choice or decision. But this also shows you being very sort of decisive, right? So you have the Nine of Swords here. This is the anxiety and worry, but it's reversed. So it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's reversed. So it's like letting go of that anxiety and fear by making a choice, which is the swords. Like, make a decision, say those words, take control of the reins, let go of whatever this represents for you, this devil energy or this this feeling of being held back. And it's like, be very logical. Like, look at all of the facts and make a choice. And it's very logical. And it's actually like the logical decision brings you the emotional happiness. Look what comes through. A perfect match. King and Queen of Swords. That's what's coming in. That's the love offer. Somebody who really gets you. Somebody who really understands you. Yeah, it's time for you to make that change. Tens are all about changes. 10 of Wands is like, listen, you're so close to the finish line, okay? You just have that final little push, but you've got the power to do it. It's time to stop hesitating. You have the lucky break. You need to go for it. Wow, this is very clear. I'm going to pull you a moon card just to see what we're looking at in terms of those kind of emotional messages, spiritual messages. What do we have for number 2? Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Wow, I love it. Your hard work is paying off. Yeah, don't give up. New moon in Capricorn happens during Capricorn time. So we are looking at a December, January. So in the next 6 months or so is what this feels like in terms of timing for you to really move from a state of, maybe you have analysis paralysis. Maybe you've gone over something for a really long time. Maybe it's been really hard to break free, but it's like you are coming into your power. And when you make this move, you have the luck and goodwill of the universe behind you. So know that, okay? If this is already something that's going on, which for a lot of you, I feel like it is something that you're aware of, just know that you have that confidence to move forward. Trust yourself, trust your power, trust your creativity, trust your warmth, trust your passion, but then make a concrete decision using that Queen of Swords energy. And your hard work is going to be paid off, okay? And if you don't know what this is yet, when this situation comes up, you'll know, okay, I should take this offer. I should make this move. I remember this reading, okay? Because what you have waiting on the other side is this perfect match. A king and a queen, somebody who's mature, somebody who's at your level, and there's a real romance here, okay? It could even be someone that has feelings for you right now, that it's going to come to the surface. Ooh, I love it. Well, if you want to dive deeper and learn more about your soulmate and see if we can confirm this reading, I have a couple of special offers. I do a private soulmate reading where I can look at your specific life, your soulmate energy, and talk to you about it. It's video recorded just like this. You can tell me your situation, email me all your details, and you watch it here on a private link. I also am offering something really new and very exciting, which is my soulmate guide, where I teach you the techniques that I use and have perfected over 20 years as a tarot reader and astrologer, using tarot, crystals, and astrology to help you release blocks, identify blocks, release any blocks you have to soulmate connection, and then connect, okay, and attract, using those 3 tools together. So I have a video which will teach you exactly how to get started, and then you'll have a 30-day guide which you will work through on your own at home, using the technique that I teach you. By the end of the 30 days, you're going to have a clearer path to your connection to your soulmate. So both of those links are below. I'm happy to help you in any way I can. It looks like you do have a soulmate connection coming in and something really beautiful. So if you want to get more details about that, use the link below. I am sending you so much love. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for being part of my channel, and I'll see you here soon with new pick-a-cards. Hi, let's get started on your reading today about what's coming next in love. And you were drawn to the Lover's card, which is obviously such a beautiful card to receive or to be attracted to for a love reading. The Lover's card can also not only indicate a soul connection, a soulmate connection, a partnership connection, it can also indicate a choice or a partnership in another way, like a business partner or something like that. But, you know, it can be also about making choices. So this is really an interesting way to start because we're starting with that energy. So there's a real strong intention here for you just by choosing that card to connect with or to connect with your soulmate or love energy, a partner of some sort, but also maybe you have a choice to make. So let's find out. I'm going to start with pulling some sacred symbols oracle cards for you because this is how I'm going to get a general idea of what the themes are here that you are connecting with right now, the overall themes. And then I'm going to pull tarot cards where we're going to get specific and more detailed information. Ooh, courage. Okay, this is going to take courage. That's a lightning bolt, so it feels like it's something out of the box, thinking outside the box. I'm getting that message for you. You're going to have to think outside the box. You're going to have to make a bold move, a bold choice. Courage. It could involve an Aquarius. Growth. Oh, I love these. I love these together. Ooh. So the spiral. The spiral is such a sacred symbol and a spiritual symbol of growth. The nautilus shell, you know, the creature like moves into a new chamber, and then the old chamber, as it grows, it moves into a new chamber, and the old chamber fills with air, and then that helps it move. I love shells. I've got my scallop here, which is a symbol for Aphrodite. So there's some big growth moment, a choice. Yeah, I thought it might be a choice coming up for you. Full moon. That's a culmination moment. We've got two circles. It's like a completion here. You're going to be making some sort of a big move, a big choice, a big decision that's going to really lead to some significant growth. Something's coming to a head for you. There could be a full moon involved. So we have to think about what full moons are at 29 degrees. If you want something really exact, I feel like there's been several in the last, like say, trying to think of which one it was. It might have been the Aquarius. But go and research the exact moons because there could be a connection for you with that energy. But it's a real culmination moment. Okay, let's dive in. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, Two of Wands reversed. Yeah. This is like a stalled decision, okay? This is a delay. There's been some sort of delay, but there's something that you have to do to shake it up. Maybe there's been a delay in you finding love at all. Maybe there's been a delay in a partnership that you're in right now, but there's something that needs to happen, some sort of big choice, big decision, big move. Wow, Seven of Wands reversed. We had Seven of Wands in group number 1, 2, and now 3. Very interesting. So this is about taking your defenses down. This is about maybe being surprised, which I get surprised there. Okay, let's keep going. But Wand energy is dealing with travel perhaps, creativity, inspiration, courses, university, but also fire sign people. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries could be involved in this choice, decision, and what's coming up for you. 4 of Wands. They're all Wands. The 1111 card. Goosebumps. Okay. Yeah. I feel like if you're in a connection right now, if you know, are in a relationship, I feel like you have to speak up. You have to say something that is going to be hard for you to say, but ultimately it will lead you to a very good place with your partner. Okay, ending an engagement, marriage, celebration. There's some sort of party coming up. There's some sort of celebration. This is the culmination. This is the full moon. This is what happens after you have the courage to have this big moment, this growth moment, this conversation. When you drop your defenses, this is when things really start to move. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. You have all Wands. Yeah, Wands are about making moves. They're about inspiration, creativity. The 3 is your ship's coming in. This travel is coming. This making plans for the future. You are really moving towards a place of being stuck to making some big decision that's going to really make your world bigger. That growth energy, okay? Some of you could be moving. Some of you could be connecting with someone there's been a stall here. Somebody maybe from a foreign country, somebody you met when you were traveling, somebody at a distance. For others, this can be you really making plans for the future with someone you're seeing right now. There's a big full moon moment coming, and there's celebration, there's a party. If you're completely single, you could be taking a chance. You could be stepping outside your comfort zone. You could be making plans for a trip, for a change, for something that is different, that is you stepping outside the box, expanding your world. And ultimately, it's leading you to happiness, to joy. You could be saying yes to a trip, yes to a party soon. You might be going to a party, to a wedding, to a family birthday party, something like that, that's coming up, and that ultimately is leading you to love. Wow, okay. I think this is exciting. All of these wands, all of this fire, courage. It's going to take courage. It's either going to take courage for you to speak up and say what's on your mind, or to rock the boat in some way, but it's going to work out in your favor, okay? Yep. Courage. The Fool card. You are getting a fresh start. You are releasing anything that is holding you back. This is about you taking a leap of faith. This is also connected to travel. This is also connected to possibly Aries or Aquarius energy. I feel more Aries because of all the fire here. But yeah, you need to take a leap of faith, and you're going to. And look, isn't it interesting? It's like the 0. It's almost like the full moon card looks like a big giant 0, which is like the fresh start, the new beginning. For some, travel, okay? For some, taking a leap of faith in a relationship, saying what you have to say, getting a fresh start. I mean, a fresh, like a new beginning with a relationship that's existing. Okay, all of those things are possible, but travel is definitely possible. Adventure, having courage. Yeah, you're removing blocks. You are growing. You have a big celebration coming up, something very fun, something karmic. That's the 1111 card. So it's almost like you get stability by taking a risk. Okay, does that make sense? That's for you. That's your message. You get stability by taking a risk. Another card of celebration, 3 of Cups. You have a party coming up that is connected to love. For some of you, you're planning a party. Maybe it's an engagement party. There's something, if you're in a relationship, you need to like wipe the slate clean. You need to speak your truth in order to move forward. And if you're completely single, I would say you're going to meet somebody at a party, or meet somebody when you're out with friends, or have a reason to celebrate very soon, okay? You're going to have a reason to celebrate. You're going to have fun in love. These both are party. Wow. I love it. Okay, let's pull you one more from the tarot, and then I'm going to get you a moon card. Wow. Talk about a fresh start, a new beginning. Oh my gosh. Ace of Wands. It looks like the Ace of Wands, but in this deck, I mean, you see it's the ace and he's got one wand in his mouth, but this is the Strength card. Wow, you could have a Leo here. Leo is involved. Could be you, could be someone else. This is about finding a partner who is your equal. Yeah, there's something, if you're in a relationship, there's something about needing to speak your truth, needing to get things in balance. It actually helps the relationship, okay? So just take that message, because there is celebration afterwards. For those of you that are completely single, this is about meeting someone who is an equal, who is like, this is about learning how to be in partnership that isn't too like aggressive and isn't passive. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. This is very traditional energy. This is an engagement or marriage. So if you're in a relationship, yes, I think you're moving towards this. You just need to have that conversation, okay? Wow, so beautiful. Okay, I'm excited for you. We have very strong Leo energy, we have Sag energy, and Aries, as well as Taurus coming through today. Okay, let's see, and Gemini, the card you picked. Let's see what your moon message, I can't wait. What is your moon message going to be after all of this? It's time to give rather than take. Wow. This is about getting things in balance. New moon in Virgo. Okay? That's what the Strength message is all about. So there is some sort of conversation, some balance that has to drop your defenses. You have to give and not just take, or your partner has to give and not just take. There's about getting in balance. New moon in Virgo happens in Virgo season, late August, early September. This is not far off. Okay, so if you get invited to something around that time, say yes. If you're completely single, say yes, okay? Wow. All right, if you want to dive deeper and find out more about if you're in a relationship, your soulmate energy, to confirm it, or if you're completely single, learn about your soulmate. I am a full-time astrologer and tarot reader, and I have two special really special offerings. The first is a soulmate reading, where I will do a special reading just for you, your personal soulmate, your information. I'll tell you about them, details about your connection. It can help you confirm if you are in a relationship, if this person is your soulmate. If you're completely single, it can help you identify that person and your connection. And I also have something very special, which I'm just releasing this week, which is my soulmate guide. And I've spent the last 20 years helping people learn how to connect with love. And soulmates are my expertise. It's where it lies. I've created a system using crystals, tarot, and astrology. I work with all three at once to help people identify and release any blocks they have to their soulmate. Connect and align so that they can connect and align with their soulmate energy. So you identify what's blocking it, you release it, and you align to your soul energy. So it's a 30-minute video that you watch that is going to teach you how to do and how to use these tools and my system very simply. And then you also get a 30-day guide with step-by-step instructions, a practical guide with prompts where you'll take your journal, where you'll pull a card, where you'll learn how to connect with your intuition, because all of the answers about your soul soulmate and your true love connections reside within. So I am so excited to share that with you because I want to help other people learn how to do what I do and to connect with their intuition. So if you're interested in either of those, the links are below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sending you so much love. I'll talk to you very soon. Have a good one. Hi, let's get started on your reading. You chose the Sun card today, and I love the Sun card because it's about joy and happiness and just complete, like, I don't know, does it get any better? It's just like being purely happy, successful, joyful, just shining your light, you know, in the world. And it is connected to the sign Leo. So there's something about expression for you, about joy, about being yourself. That's important. That's because you were drawn to that card. So you intuitively are drawn to that message. We're going to start your reading about what's coming next in love with a sacred symbol card or cards, because I want to get sort of an idea about your general state and your general messages and what's going on with you in terms of love. So let's see what the oracle has for you. Ooh, okay, interesting. So this is about shining your light, and then what do we get? Jealousy. And it's almost like this circle with one dot as opposed to these two beautiful open eyes. So there's some message here about needing to shine your light or identify somebody in your life or something around you that is maybe jealous, maybe blocking that light in some way or hindering you in some way. I feel like there's a message here about that. Ooh, gratitude and shadow. Oh, wow. Okay. So, Whew. I feel like there's a very strong message here for you about really focusing on the things you're grateful for, because I feel like there are people in your life, and maybe it's projecting your shadow stuff, that, you know, are dimming that in some way. But it's really has to begin within, and you have to focus on yourself and all the things that are wonderful about you, and not allow sort of jealousy to get in the way. So for some of you, this can be external. For some of you, it can be internal. So we're going to find out, but whatever it is, it's connected to what's coming next in love. Yeah, there's a release here of some sort of jealousy that needs to go, whether it's in the form of a person, thing, situation, or within yourself. You know, maybe, you know, there's a relationship that you have that's good, but you can't seem to control your jealousy, or maybe they have jealousy issues, and there's a need to really focus on the positives here. Let's see. This is a complicated one. Temperance. Wow, that's the card of finding balance. Okay, there's a need here for you to find balance, for you, or like say you're in a relationship with someone you're in a relationship with, right? The Temperance card is about balancing fire and water, your passion, your excitement, and your emotions, like not letting them get the best of you, but keeping things in check and going with the flow. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this is a message of work, of putting in the work. There's something either, you know, that like maybe the relationship has ended too quickly, or you know, there isn't commitment. There's some sort of block here, okay, to a long-term commitment. Okay, beautiful. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is the nurturer, the person that is dependent, the person that is focused on material security, who provides a beautiful home, who always has food. It's this very nurturing energy, very grounded, very stable. This is someone who would be very grateful for all of their abundance, somebody who has a lot of security and things around them to feel safe, or that's something that you have, or there's a need for you to connect with that energy. This is connected to Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So either you or someone in your life could be one of those signs, okay? But there is a need to focus on what you have and those things, and to release what is getting in the way here of love. Interesting. So bottom of the deck is Judgment reversed. Judgment reversed means that, like, judgment is one of those aha moments when you get a chance to sort of have a fresh start, begin again, like really evaluate your life and move forward. When it's reversed, it feels like you're stuck in a cycle that you need to address. And that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you're out of sync, or you're out of flow here when it comes to love. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, so there's some sort of need to connect with, there's a real focus here. If you'll notice, we have 3 cards that are all pentacles. There's a need to focus on security, stability, and the people around you. I feel like you might not be in a good environment, either at work or with friendships, that there are things that you want to build, like you want to build a secure, stable life. And maybe you keep attracting people or being in relationships with someone who doesn't want that, okay? Or maybe jealousy gets in the way somehow in your relationships. And this is a card that's saying you need to find a mentor, find a friend, find somebody to help you build this future, because you need to be in an environment. There's like a need to be in the correct environment to have all your dreams and your connections fulfilled, to have that light of your sun be able to shine. So maybe you're not in the right job, or you don't have the right people around you. Maybe there's jealousy at work or with friends. And this is saying, you know what? Focus on the things you're grateful for. Release anyone who isn't like on your team, like who isn't your biggest fan. I feel like that's really important. Yeah, 8 of, look what's at the bottom of the deck again. This is like unfinished business. This is really like a call to you to deal with some past stuff. The Justice card reversed is saying that something has seemed unfair, something hasn't gone your way, but it's like you've got to change the situation in order for it to change, and it starts with you and your choices, okay? Oh yeah, there's the Chariot. There's a need for you to take control, to move forward. Bottom of the deck is the World. Yeah, I feel like you are in the process of really like making some big moves and strides, and part of it is changing your environment, taking control of your life, finding out what it is you really want, and dealing with any of the shadow stuff or any of the jealousy stuff so that it doesn't hold you back. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. So you have water sign, nurturing, beautiful energy that wants to come through for you. This is a male. This is somebody who's very emotionally stable. This is not someone that is overly emotional or jealous or any of those things. This is someone who's very solid in their feelings, solid in who they are. And look how she is, you know, putting the water between those 2 cups, like going back and forth, and he's doing the same thing. So it's like aligning. I feel like you are in the process of really leveling up and aligning with a true partner. But in order to do that, you have to put the work in. And there's something that you have to deal with, which is this shadow jealousy issue. Wow, interesting. Okay, let's pull a moon card. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. Ooh, cardinal moons happen Libra, Cancer, Capricorn time, okay, and Aries time. So there's something about needing to to make a move in your life. You have the Chariot, which is about moving. We talked about building something for your future. We talked about putting the work in, surrounding yourself with the right people. There might be a job move that you need to make. There might be a physical move you need to make. But you're going to have a lot to be grateful for. You are leveling up, and sometimes growth is hard because we have to face some serious blocks and work through them. That's how you go in the flow. That's how you connect with love. That's how you ultimately get to this person, okay? Wow. Well, if you want to go deeper and find out more about who this is, if this is your soulmate, what your blocks are, I would say that the new program that I'm offering that I have now, my soulmate guide, would really help you specifically because you've come up with blocks here. There are blocks showing up in your reading today in a general way. But the soulmate guide is like a 30-minute video where I teach you something that I've developed after 20 years of experience doing tarot and astrology. I use crystals, tarot cards, and astrology together to help you identify blocks, which would be great for you, remove them, and attract the soulmate connection that you're meant to. Okay, so you watch the 30-minute video, then you also get a 30-day guide where you're going to have daily prompts, where you're going to have instruction and things to work on for 30 days that are going to help you identify, release those blocks and connect with your soulmate. So I think that would be amazing for you. I also offer a soulmate guide where I do a reading for you personally, and I can tell you more about your soulmate. So you can do both. You can do either. They are really helpful tools when you want to connect with love. So those links are below. I am sending you so much love, but it feels like you do have some big sort of leveling up going on with the World card, which means anything that's keeping you like stuck where you are needs to be dealt with. Okay, whether it's a past situation that keeps recurring, a past relationship that keeps showing up, or a past theme that keeps recurring when it comes to you and relationships or in your life. Okay, so that's your reading. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sending you so much love. I'll talk to you soon.